Hello and welcome to one hell of an achievement, our 20th episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. You're tuning in for the first time.
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and on our show we discuss some of our favorite episodes from our favorite sitcoms while playing a game of trivia about the episode.
Okay, so only today we would like to celebrate our 20th episode with a recap all of the fun we've had so far.
Yay!
Woo! It's gonna be sweet.
We've had a lot of fun. If I had
Absolutely.
a laugh meter, I'm sure if anybody has listened at this point, they know my laugh is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
There's a lot of it, which is fine.
Yeah. You know I'm laughing.
Absolutely. That is absolutely true. All right. So, but before we get started, though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out when we upload new episodes or punishments.
Ooh, punishments.
Yeah, punishments. I'm regretting this, you know. We gotta start winning here. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or episode suggestions, please feel free to email us at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com or send us a tweet at CoreyKevin1.
All right. So let's kick this thing off with, you brought up punishments, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So if anybody would like to tune into this specific episode on YouTube, Corey has a punishment that he is fulfilling today. Do you want to stand up and and do the old reveal?
No, but I guess this is the punishment. Oh,
yep.
man.
Yep.
Here we go.
This is the moment. All right. So right now he is deciding to remove his hooded sweatshirt because he is wearing a dress. Oh, goodness. This is hilarious. This is what happens when you lose like 4 or 5.
Yep, there it is.
This is like, go ahead and spin around.
Bro, come on, man.
All right. There he is. Oh. Yeah, so you'll have to come to YouTube and see the episode so you can check out what he's wearing for the the episode.
This sucks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate
so
it,
speaking of punishments, Corey has also not only worn a dress for this fantastic 20th episode, but he also has a TikTok dance of what is that one called?
It's actually just the way I found it was the Carol Baskin challenge. That's
the
it.
Carol Baskin challenge. Awesome.
That's
excellent.
It.
So you can actually find that at CoreyKevin1. We made it real simple. It's our same as our Twitter handle at CoreyKevin1. Yep. It's perfect. Find us on TikTok or Twitter.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So you can find his dance there, and then also our special guest, my beautiful wife Jessica, had her punishment as well, and that is up on her own at JEC White. So
hers was professionally done. I mean, hers was fantastic.
I was gonna say, yeah, she really put some time and effort into it and had a lot of fun. Where Corey, he had some fun as well. It was pretty funny, man. I laughed pretty hard.
That's the fun part, I guess. Just like me wearing this stupid dress right now.
I'm laughing. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's really funny. You better sit up straight.
I know.
This is so funny. Oh my goodness!
As much as possible.
This is what happens when you lose.
I gotta win.
Yeah.
Win.
Today is like a really relaxed episode though, because we're not even challenging. We're just having a good old discussion about how much fun we've had for 19 episodes so far, which is I'm pretty impressed with myself.
It's awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. I'm not happy with some of the outcomes since we've started this whole, thing. I want to go back and like recap. So you have to do some things on this punishment list. I'm just kidding.
Go back in time. Well, you lost this episode, so you got to.
I got it written down. Yeah.
No, that's not.
So it will happen though. I understand.
Yeah.
But be prepared. It's coming.
Excellent. I'm nervous. You know,
Good.
I'm pretty impressed that you went for it. You know,
I
it's
had
so
to,
funny,
man.
dude. It is so funny.
Don't make me. I gotta put my stuff away.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So, anyways, 19 episodes of some trivia. You know, we kind of just started this thing once we started getting quarantined.
Yeah. No.
You
I mean,
know.
it's kind of just. I mean, boosted it up.
Mhm.
You know.
Gave us something to do while we were
Yeah.
at home.
Absolutely.
And of course, our first episode was the gang gets quarantined, and man,
Absolutely. I mean, it worked out. I mean, it was perfect.
yeah, it's just so funny. Like I didn't. Why didn't I watch the episode? Or was that was the thing? That was the thing. I was not supposed to watch the episode, right? And then
Yes. Well, I think no. Because I think at first, I think what happened was, we came up with the idea, and then we were literally going to record like the next day. So you know what I mean. Remember, I mean, it was not like it was actually it was. I think it was kind of going to be a let's see how things go type thing.
Mhm.
I don't even know if we were originally going to go through with the entire idea with it yet, to be honest. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? I think we were still up in the air about seeing everything recorded. That's really what it was.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
everything, everything's brand new to us. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
right.
So it stemmed from there to then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? It was actually funny. It was a good episode, I thought. You know what I mean? It was.
That's like the first lines of like I guess this is a podcast. You know,
Yeah.
we'll polish this as we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Which has been a lot of fun actually. You know, getting
Yeah.
better audio, better video, better lighting.
No, absolutely. I mean, just working out the kinks. I mean, and that's why. But I think that's another reason why it was as fun as it was the entire time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you get to learn a
Like,
lot.
it
I
boosted-
mean,
exactly.
yeah,
It's fun.
we would spend like about an hour and a half beforehand running tests, making sure like
Yeah,
everything was
absolutely.
working, sound was working.
Yes, I mean there was times that you know what I mean. I mean there, just like we may have had a couple episodes with some issues.
Oh yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean? But
Episode
you know.
3, Charlie gets
Yeah.
crippled, complete loss of video footage. That was, but it's recoverable because
Yeah.
we still have audio at least. You know what I mean? So it's
exactly,
like
and that's the sweet part.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah,
our
definitely. So
our original podcast idea is still there in the audio, so that,
Yep.
at least we still have that. It's just really funny to post it on YouTube. It's like, well, here's an image of what we looked like at that episode.
yep, absolutely, yeah.
This is what you're gonna
that's
get. I remember going in to like edit that, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Something's off. And then I went to the file that I had uploaded that night when we recorded, and it was all bad too. And I was like, oh well, I guess. And that's why you test for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. You work it out,
You work it out. But now we're quicker. We BS a lot more than we
Yeah, absolutely.
we
Yeah,
test.
definitely.
Test is like
Yeah.
test done. Yeah, okay. BS
For
BS
sure.
BS.
Because technically we're still quarantining a little bit, I mean, that's
Well,
the
yeah.
thing. It's so that's really I mean, that's really why all that happens. So
Yeah, don't get that hang out as often, so it's like
exactly, yeah, it's good.
you gotta catch up. Gotta jibber jab a little bit.
jib jab,
Get it all
I
out.
heard it. That's funny.
So yeah, we wound up getting, the gang gets quarantined, which I think was what, half hour, a little over half an hour, and
Yeah,
it
I
was
think it was
just
like
like
38 minutes or something.
this isn't the format that we're gonna go with.
No.
Like we need both parties to come to the table. And then Matt kills
for
his
sure.
dad. I feel like we
Oh.
both had like so many similar questions. It was just like, okay, well, how are we gonna work on this?
Yep.
And Charlie gets crippled. We lost the video. Beach
It was a
games.
struggle for a second.
What's that?
Oh, beach games. No, I just said it was a struggle at the beginning. That's,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
once
you go
again,
through some.
the fun learning curves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done this before. I've never just like, hey, let's hit record and see what happens, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, beach games. I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
is a memorable episode, And
So
I
it's
think
probably my favorite. To be
yeah,
honest with
you,
you. Yeah, I mean, I really, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I mean, it's, I mean, it was a good one for sure.
yeah. I feel like we had a ton of questions. We got to talk about Andy,
Oh,
and Andy comes up a lot.
this was it.
So.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I'm telling you, and like, I just think there's a little bit of everybody in this episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even the no names. I mean, I hate, I mean, like Toby. I mean, he's a guy that he's not a no name, but like in certain episodes, he's the guy that doesn't really get talked about. I mean, there's episodes where he's not. There's multiple that he's not even in. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. Yeah. There's,
So even he made me laugh with some of his comments and some of his things that he did in the episode, and I mean, things along those lines. You know what I mean? Like it just made the whole package
Pam.
hilarious. Yeah.
Pam in the two-piece?
Pam. Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Poor
Yeah,
Toby.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, he literally walks out and he's got swimming trunks on, sandals.
Yeah,
I mean he's got sunblock. I mean he's ready to go.
He was.
And
He
to find
was.
then to find out he wasn't. I mean I'm just saying like it's just the grand scheme of everything.
I mean, he knows Michael. He should have known.
oh, you're right. You're right.
That's
I mean,
kind of
you
his
gotta
fault.
kinda
He
blame
was
him.
like, "Well,
For
Michael
sure.
hates
That's
me,
true.
so
Why would I do this?
yeah, why? He's not
Yeah.
gonna want me to go, of course."
That
But
is
but yeah,
true.
beach games. I think like yeah. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I think we finally kind of hit like our stride of like not having the same questions, or we at least had enough backup questions.
For sure,
then-
absolutely. I think we found a good happy medium.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's what it came down to. Yeah.
And then it was a hilarious episode to watch. And then we had a lot of like audio success, video success. So it was like, okay, we're back in,
Yep. Yep, for sure.
That one
We can
felt
do this.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we went on to episode 5, which was contemporary American poultry, which is, still, I think last night. Well, actually, yeah, it was on last night. It was pretty funny because we were watching Goodfellas on TV, and then when we put on Community to go to bed, that one came up, and I was like, perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep.
I was just like, I woke up feeling like I'm a gangster, like,
Yep.
like, you know what? Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a gangster. I wanted to peddle chicken fingers, though. That's it.
Yeah.
Not tobacco, not alcohol, not guns.
No.
Chicken
No.
fingers.
Chicken fingers. Yeah. That's You have a good market, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, everybody's speaking my language. Chicken,
Yeah. Chicken. That's it.
It's kind of sick because I already have, like, too many quotes and scenes that are in my head, but, like,
Yeah.
this show fills up my head so much more, like, with quotes, terrible English,
Yeah.
but whatever, like, with more quotes, and it's, like, pushing all other knowledge out. Like, I don't know of anything else anymore, It's just this is it.
It's fun. No, this is it. For
Wait,
sure.
by
You
the
gotta go
time,
into detail,
yeah, we're gonna do this for so long that I'm like, well, my responses are just gonna be quotes from sitcoms because like that's all I know anymore.
No, that's
Like
funny.
my brain's
Yeah.
been replaced, and all I can recite are not lyrics, but quotes.
Yeah, quotes. That's it.
I become Charlie, and I have drawings in my.
Kevin, I couldn't read this. Are you okay?
No,
I couldn't put it together. Yeah.
I'm trapped in a sitcom.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
funny.
what it's gonna feel like, real, like in a couple months when we're like, whoa, episode 50. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, is this a sitcom? Wait a minute.
Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah, and that was an exciting episode too because we brought in Community, which
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
why Beach Games was equally exciting because we went bam 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 with It's Always Sunny. We were like,
Yeah.
I mean, because that in all honesty, when we thought of this thing, it was like, well, It's Always Sunny. That's
Yeah.
like our go-to. That's what we want. And then it was like, well, we can't discount these other absolutely awesome TV shows that we also love, so let's throw them all in there.
Yeah.
But we dedicated the first 3 of these suckers to It's Always Sunny.
Fantastic. That was
Yeah.
a great idea. But
But then we worked in The Office. Then we eased into Community, and then episode 6 Which also episode 6 was awesome too. Foosball and nocturnal vigilantism, man.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot of fun as well.
That definitely was. Oh yeah. See, I liked episode 6. Yeah, that was that was that one,
Foosball
right?
and nocturnal
Yeah.
vigilantism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just trying to. I thought I had it right here. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, because so another thing that I really liked was like you got to. Okay, so Troy is absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get to see, like the Abed, like I don't know. It was. I think I like the fact that you got to see Abed, be his own self, truly in a totally separate
Batman?
character. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like he truly went super deep into character, and it was fun. It was awesome, man.
Yeah.
It was really, really like that's why I love the episode, I guess, a lot, and then but it just made this episode even good too. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just the whole thing package. So.
And, every episode has like a certain scene that sticks out or whatever, and like
Oh yeah,
it's always like Abed using the grappling hook outside, and Troy going to Annie and saying, "You were supposed to tone us down," like this is not toning us down.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
No, and then see like then Troy's one-liners.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they're just
They're
the best.
Like, when they find the shoes in the closet, and then he looks over and he's like, "Who are you?" Yeah. I couldn't write questions about that scene at first because I laughed every time I seen it.
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? It was just funny. I had to like keep rewinding. Like, and that's one thing I think that this podcast has done for me too. Is like you said, truly getting the in-depth portions of the thing that you may not pay attention to the first time you watch it.
Oh yeah,
or the second time you
background
watch it.
characters or one-liners that
insane.
passed over
Yeah.
before, and you're like, "Oh my
For
god,
sure.
that is some of the funniest things I've ever heard," and I never
Yes.
like
Yeah.
crazy
Oh,
farm
fantastic.
animals, right? Psychology or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he's like, I thought it was a class about crazy farm animals. Like, and then he also had another one because Jeff and Pierce and I forget who else. I forget what episode it is, but they're saying these things, and Troy's like, "There's a joke here. I know it." And he starts writing it down, and then somebody said something. He's like, "Nope," but oh man, I wish I could remember. But it was just like not a joke that dealt with anything that was said. It was like, how did you get there, man?
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah, like where'd you get there? And then that's always funny because Abed has marks for Jeff's wingers,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
Troy has notches for notches.
When he sees other people making notches, he makes his own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, notches.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just so funny.
Yeah, he really is.
Ah, man. All right, so after
Thing's
that,
making me itch, bro.
oh man. So after Foosball Nocturnal Vigilantism on episode 7, we went with The Return, which that's like it was hard to pick a favorite when I just feel like we kept getting funnier episodes and The Return is hilarious because Andy's all over that episode.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
That's when we really get to see a turned up Andy.
Yeah, you guys see.
They're like tame Andy at the beach games, and then although still hilarious, floating around in a sumo wrestling outfit.
I love Angela. yeah. He's trying so hard. His feet barely touch, and his head barely touches. Feet touch. You know what I mean? He's just he had no mobility, man. It was so funny.
What should I tell them? Exactly what you see. I'm floating away. Like, what do you mean? What should I tell them? I'm gonna die out here. I don't know. Like, what the hell? And then him just like just throwing that pebble at that mallard. Oh, mallard! Like shit. There he is.
Yep.
There he is. He's suppressing him, but he's popping out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Andy Bernard. Oh, old Andy Bernard.
Andy Bernard.
Old Mr. Bernard. Old Mr.
Yeah.
Bernard. Who did we silence today?
Oh, that's so good.
He comes up with all that shit, but yet is a whistleblower. You know, like, dude,
Yeah. Uh-huh. You did this.
you came up with
You're the one
so
that
many
tested-
lies, just, and you were a whistleblower, man. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Oh, well, actually, the one that is actually truly mainly called out for it. Actually,
Yeah.
100%.
Especially
He's the one that
Gabe
wrote
at the
that
end.
letter.
Well, let's just call it. It's Andy. I think we can all agree with that. You know, Gabe
Yep.
always has it in for Andy, though.
Always. I did not do that. It was so funny. He got so upset too.
Yeah, I would
I did
too.
not do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm not exactly a villain or whatever. And they're like, yes, you
Yeah.
are. Like, no, he's not. You people are monsters.
Yeah, monsters.
I didn't want
Truthfully.
a school or a house to burn down or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
like a moral responsibility. We appreciate you, Andy Bernard. I could have one of those printers in my basement, and I could have set it on fire, man.
Absolutely.
But now that
Yeah.
I know that one needs a patch, I'm good.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah. But after the return, because we're talking about whistleblower, which will come later.
Yeah.
When I talk about the return, and where's my freaking phone?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I was gonna say, I'm waiting for this. I was like hoping
Yeah.
to say it.
Where's my
That's
freaking phone?
Where's? I don't trust you,
I
Phyllis.
don't trust you, Phyllis. Oh my god, it is so good. I love it.
That's it. That's the Andy, dude.
That's Andy.
him,
That's
man.
that.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
punch a hole in the wall, Andy.
Yeah. What
he does.
Actually, is that in the return?
Isn't it?
No, I don't think. Actually, no. I'm sorry. No, it's not the return because the return. Because in the return, Pam and Jim. I think in the episode you're talking about, because the return is when Jim returns to Dunder Mifflin, right?
No, it's when Michael goes to Staples to get Dwight back. So, yeah, it is in the return because Michael goes, on one hand, I have an employee who loves this place so much, he punched a hole in it, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
So it
Yeah,
is
you
the
are.
return. I'm also looking
okay.
at the episode list, and there is no other episode that would have it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you're right. I just, for some reason in my notes right here, I just don't have that
Probably because we didn't
written
even
down.
Focus on him punching a hole in the...
at all,
In the
because I
wall.
just think it's kind of one of those things that
you already know he did.
You should know this, yeah. So in the trivia game itself, you know, I mean, you can't really have a question like that. You know,
that's just
so
that's just a giveaway question. We don't like doing that.
you watch the episode one time, you will know the answer to that question, no matter what.
Yeah, you know he gets sent to anger management and
sure. No. Management training, dude.
Management training. Anger management. He's like, what? It's like an 8-week course. He's gonna do it in 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bernard way.
Yeah, the Bernard way, which is name repetition. Name repetition, positive. Man, I wish I could remember them all. It was good stuff though.
Yeah.
It was name repetition.
Yep.
It was positive responses or something like that. I don't remember. But it's kind of like a psychopath's way of getting through things, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You ever seen American Psycho?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
What, the answer?
Yeah.
I'm looking. I could have swore I wrote that one down as a bonus for that when we did it, but I'm not seeing it in my bonus questions.
Well, it's, I actually, I'm going to have it here. So that was episode 7, The Return. And he says, all right, name repetition, personality mirroring, and positive reinforcements through nods and smiles. Oh my goodness.
That's so good.
It's too
That's
good.
funny.
Yeah, you're like, oh my goodness. Yep. There he
Yeah.
is. Drew. I'm going by Drew now.
Yeah, I'm going by Drew now.
I'm gonna call you Andy.
Yeah. No, you're not.
And then, so after that, we get back to kind of like, our roots.
Yeah.
Episode 8, the gang wrestles for the troops, the birds of war.
Birds of war.
Which is, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Cricket gets his dog vagina wound.
Yeah, this is the start of it.
Holy shit, did I get you, Cricket?
He's like, and then Frank's like, I knew this shit wasn't real.
Yeah.
No, you just cut this man with a trash can.
I knew this shit was real. No, bro.
Yeah. You messed up, man.
Yeah. Any person that would throw a trash can like that at somebody, it gets real quick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But at least, they did their civic duty by putting on a great show for the troops. They really showed their American pride.
Yep.
Except for Mac running away like a little bitch.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like you're just going to throw sand in my face, so I'm going to run.
Yeah. Which, he's a little bitch, but at the same time, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't sound great, but also he's supposed to be the guy who goes to the gym, he's supposed to be the bodyguard. He's supposed to be
for sure.
Ocular pet downs, man. He should have known about the sand.
That's so true.
I'll give him an ocular pat down. Shut up. You can't. And then Charlie's got the glasses, and he's like, "What's wrong with your friend?" Just give me an ocular pat down. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous. We didn't even
You're
talk
using
about
the wrong way.
Yeah. We're not even talking. We didn't even do that episode, which is funny. We just blab on about an episode we haven't even done yet. But the gang wrestles with troop, which we get to see Ben. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I saw the words in your mouth.
Yes.
And
let me say it.
Yeah, I stole it. I was like, and then I gained the words.
But then you see it though. You meet Desert Rose, Desert Grape.
I'm the real Desert Rose. That woman you're with's an imposter.
Yeah. Then wham!
I'll be a Desert Grape. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
because she just shows that I literally was just thinking of her name.
Artemis?
Artemis? Yeah. How gross Artemis truly is.
I have a bleached asshole.
Oh yeah.
What? He was gonna find out anyway. Like, whoa, lady.
So come on. But that's why, like, she's like, when she comes there because they thought they were using a wheelchair, So he started asking the questions about, hey, did he send you any dick pics? You're like, like, wait a minute,
You stupid bitch.
Yeah. It could get really messed up down there, But
it can be a real mess.
Yes. I'm just saying it's so good. You meet quite a bit of people. It's pretty good in this episode. Actually, no, you don't meet them. They've already been in it, but you really see.
Well,
some
you meet
funny
Ben
parts
for
from
the
a lot
first
of people. Well, Ben for the first time, but not Artemis.
Not Artemis. No. Because she goes. She actually goes back pretty far. I would say.
Who?
Artemis.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Because the gang gets invincible. She's she's hanging out with Frank while he's in the trash can on acid.
Yeah,
he's been in there for a while. I think he pooped in there.
Yeah, he's on acid.
Yeah,
it's just so funny. It's just so smart. Because she's always done funny stuff. Like when she's, never mind. I don't want to go into details of the but like when she's like when she's doing the mixtape on the pageant one.
Oh,
and then she's over there, she's smoking a J, she's outside saying,
I go back to your seat, sir. Like, she has such an attitude that you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, well,
I'll do whatever you say. That's fine.
I'll go back to my seat.
I'll go back.
That's so,
So after the gang wrestles for the troops, which salute to the birds of war,
Absolutely.
They're out there getting it.
WDF,
We head on back to the office. Baby shower, which it honestly wasn't one that was on my radar. That was one that you had picked, and it wasn't on my radar. But when I had watched it and was like writing stuff down, and I was like, man, like you wind up realizing you're laughing at an episode more than you thought you were.
Absolutely,
and
definitely,
then you're like, oh yeah, that is a really funny episode.
Because I mean, it's not. It's funny. I think one of those underrated episodes is like one of the ones that just because truly it's a funny episode. Man, you laugh. I laughed quite a bit during that episode.
The fact that like he goes down to Daryl and he's like, I need some baby daddy's advice. He's like, well, first off, stop calling yourself a baby daddy because you're not. You're not.
It's so that's so good because in that episode, in that part too, they're like, he's like, do you want to hold me? He's like, can I?
Yeah.
It's just so good. Yeah.
No. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, that is absolutely. It's a good one, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, wow. Yeah, Michael, he's like pretty weird, but like, damn, bro. That's real weird. You're having a baby shower for... Oh, yeah, and then you have Jim, like, pointing out how Michael's directly related, and he's like, through magic or something like that.
I think it's funny too because who did their math so wrong, right? Or did they tell her the wrong date? You know what I mean? Did Michael just how is the baby already born when it's supposed to be? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying a baby can't come early,
yeah,
but at the same time,
just lied so that he couldn't be there in the slightest.
But there had to be a lot of lying. Michael was so involved in the whole thing. He's like going to the birthing coach. He's going to the Le Mans classes. He's doing everything with her.
Well,
this entire
here's the thing. Michael lies, right? So maybe he's made it to like one or two of those. And remember what Jan says about the birthing instructor was like saying, don't bring him.
Yes.
So who knows, the actual truth of how many things he attended, because the fact that she had a baby. The baby's been out. She's out of the hospital and going around and visiting. It's like, well, definitely on the wrong date. Which is funny because Kevin's like, well, all the games are ruined now. Oh, shut up, just play it. Yeah. Okay, well, who wants to play? When's the baby due? Or when's the baby come out? And it's like, yeah, exactly.
For sure, yeah. I mean, you are. But I got to give him a little bit of credit. He's never been to a baby shower, probably though.
Wow.
Michael made.
I'm sure they're pretty basically, a basic understanding that it should be before a baby's born.
Well, yes, absolutely. I mean, you're 100% right about that. And then it's so funny because she comes in, and the most expensive the stroller she can buy, right? And they buy her a $200 stroller. It's just
they don't even want to give her the stroller because they're like, it's garbage compared to what you have. It's fine.
For sure. I remember you got this question wrong because they don't talk about it whatsoever, but her leaving that stroller behind actually.
Yeah, because Michael. You see her in the trunk, so you assume that she did. But that's pretty funny.
It is funny.
I remember getting that one wrong, and I remember saying, "I'll get my revenge," and then here you are in a dress.
I'm just saying that for sure, exactly. Yeah, I'm angry. I do a TikTok dance wearing a stupid dress.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm upset.
Half of a hot chip. That'll be next.
Yeah,
and then still an unknown. Fourth one. So.
What do you mean? TikTok, chip.
Dress. And then there's a fourth one, so yeah, I know. You're it's okay.
So wait, the math doesn't add up though. 15. She was it just goes 15.
Yeah, and that
Gotcha. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, it's all right. So after the return, we went to. Or no, I'm sorry. After baby shower, whoa, you got me.
Yeah, baby shower.
You got me all mixed up here. Baby shower. We hit our 10th episode, and we were like, "Wow!" I feel like for us staying on track,
Yep.
Like we were having fun. We thought, why not bring in a special guest?
Dun, 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 dun.
So our very good friend Brian joined us. That was a lot of fun. With a great episode. Remedial Chaos Theory from Community.
For sure. I mean, he chose a great episode. It was fun to watch. It was fun to do. The entire thing was really, really fun. The only thing that I hated about it. Not hated. I definitely did not hate it by any means.
I know.
But Brian, he sneaks in here with some hard questions. Who gets them? This guy.
Yeah, I gotta be honest,
Setting.
man. I felt for it because some of those questions were tough.
They were tough. I mean, don't be wrong. I mean, some of them I probably should have paid attention to and wrote down. But we were that day because we had so many people. What I was trying to do was actually we were limiting our questions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think we
some-
only did like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Cause I mean, I wrote. Yeah. I think you are right about that. But yeah, because I did the best. I mean, I like everything that I could do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he got me. You know what I'm saying?
He did. I felt
and
for
I
you.
do want revenge on him.
Oh yeah, we'll have to invite him back on.
Absolutely. I think he was a lot of fun. I think he had fun doing it, so he'd do it again.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I think that's.
I definitely. Yeah.
I think he would definitely show back up and have fun, and then we'll make him ask me these questions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Definitely.
Or we'll roll the dice and see if fate hates you again. I mean,
Yeah.
not hate. That's a strong word.
That's a very strong word. Very strong.
Yeah,
actually.
very strong.
I'm upset about that word you just used.
Yeah, that's such an iconic episode for Community, just because it's like we enjoy episodes where it shows off every single character, and I feel like that one is definitely one of those where you kind of see what happens with the group dynamic when somebody's not there, or
for sure. What
definitely tones a group down, or what increases a group, or all that fun stuff, or what's the darkest timeline.
Yeah.
If Abed finds a nickel, you're in the darkest timeline. So.
You are yes, yeah. That man.
So beware.
It's so funny because that brings in other episodes where he's like he's the bad one comes to the travel.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he acts
Evil
like he's
Abed.
the bad, the evil Abed, and he goes up and he's trying to cut his
Oh,
arm off.
dude, that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because he plugs in and he's just like, he's like, man, all right, it's not long enough, but I can't continue to try. Jeff's just looking at him like, what the hell?
Yeah, what are you?
I
doing?
need to cut your arm off.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. And the best though is when Britta at the end is like, we're all affected. Look at my hair. And Jeff's like, you put a blue streak in your hair. I lost an arm.
I love it because he's doing this consistently.
Yeah.
Like he's showing his dead arm.
And she's like, yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's dark. These are dark times. Oh, dude, that was such a... I remember watching that episode for the first time. I was just blown away. Because, Community always blew me away because it was just, not only funny, but super creative. Obviously, I've said that a million times on this podcast. Mm-hmm. But it is super creative. So, seeing something like that, I'm like, my goodness. Some person is writing all of this for such a small amount of minutes, but they're packing so much fun and creativity in it. It's mind-blowing. It really is.
Absolutely. Definitely.
And it's just like, wow. Remedial Chaos Theory. Fantastic. Yeah. If you haven't watched that one, who are you kidding me? Turn this off. Shut us off. Yeah. And go watch Community Remedial Chaos Theory. But then turn us back on.
Well, absolutely. I mean, finish the episode.
Come back and finish this episode. We're only on episode 10 out of 19, so kind of
Yeah. That's true. A
little at the cusp here, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna be riding that line though for a while.
So we had a great time with our special guest. That was the first time that we had a special guest, and we were working out the kinks of that as well. We were dealing with adding another person's audio, which I think kind of told us we might need to start looking into different options, because we just can't keep talking over each other and not having the
for
audio.
sure, absolutely, yeah. And I think it's another bad, not bad point, but doing things across in quarantine right now, you know what I mean?
Oh, everything's
in our own homes.
We're at the mercy of the internet. I mean, how often have we
Ugh.
All right, hold on. Let's reboot a few times. Let's see if that might be the issue,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that one time that, and I mean, I didn't realize it happened, that we were right before we getting ready to record, my internet crashed and I didn't see it.
Yep.
And then it lasted for the entire podcast. And then right after we finished up, boom. Actually, we were actually still talking.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and it just crashed on us. You know what I mean? So we were done podcasting, but we were still talking. And I mean, it's crazy, man. It's, we relied a lot on those type of things. So, you know what I mean? But
yeah, it's really. I hope the internet is strong tonight.
Yes.
Let's
absolutely.
we're recording tonight. Let's hope that everything goes smooth. And the biggest thing is, always did the audio, make it through, because I feel like we can always do something video related. We can always figure something out. But if we don't have the audio, then the whole thing is pretty much scrapped. And we've been fortunate that we've been fortunate with the audio. So
absolutely, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so Remedial Chaos Theory, it was a fantastic episode, and it actually taught us a lot on what we needed to do in the future of our episodes.
Yes. I'm also being nervous about rolling a die to see who goes get something. I'm just saying, I don't do it anymore, Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
It's scary,
Yes, absolutely.
It's you don't
absolutely.
You don't know how many timelines you've opened up at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. But
yeah. So
then
after
episode So episode 11,
mm-hmm.
the gang dances their asses off. It's Always Sunny again.
Yep.
Go back to that. It's Always Sunny. And early, It's Always Sunny, too.
Oh, yeah. An early episode. And it is.
Early, yeah.
Because you can tell it's like, Frank's not as depraved looking, like his hair's combed. He's got his glasses. He looks professionally dressed.
Yes. He's business casual. You know what I mean?
But he's sinking.
At this moment. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He's hanging out with street rats.
Making under the bridge,
making brownies on trash can lids, making deals with bums. He's getting there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, yes. Well, Charlie hasn't fully taken over his life yet. That's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. You let Charlie do that to you. He might be the weirdest man on this planet. I'm just saying.
I might even be weirder than somebody on Saturn.
Yeah.
It's like,
sorry, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't want to go too far into that episode, but
who would get along great?
Who?
I think Charlie and Troy. I think
yeah, for sure.
I think they could get along great. Like Troy, Abed, and Charlie. I think they would probably maybe be like a spinoff. I think that.
Hold on.
Better write that one in. Yeah. Yep, copyright. Stamp.
Yep. Sorry.
So in the gang, yeah, right.
Yeah.
The gang dances their asses off. Little pedal past that.
Back on track here. Yeah.
We see an excellent. Like I said, we really like to focus on episodes that show. I mean, and what's funny is like we kind of just discovered that the episodes that we keep pulling out are really ones that are, really show off everybody. For at least the majority of the episode. And in that one, you get to see everybody's motives. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah, 100%. Yep.
People, they always turn on each other. So they're the worst of everybody. But yet they still turn on each other. So it's like, man, who are you going to have when everything's... If you were actually to work it out, Yeah. Like, Dee's trying to get the bar for herself so she could be on top.
Yeah, she's got to be on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't be the last.
Mac wants to be on top, so he, of course, also wants to be at the, challenging Dennis.
Yeah, because he can't be number one. Exactly. Yeah, the elbow dance.
Sure. He's got some moves.
Always, man.
And that is just like,
riding a bike or that.
Whoever wins, best dancer wins, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And he just starts like, he's having so much fun just dancing in front of Dennis, man. It's so funny.
Yeah, it was funny because I'm like, what is Dennis gonna do? And then all of a sudden they just don't show
it.
And afterwards I'm like, that's actually hilarious. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what he did. He's better than what Mac did.
Probably didn't even have to do much. He was just better.
Yes, Max, swinging your elbows around while moving is not a dance move. You know what I mean?
When he is doing that towards the waitress, she's like, "What are you doing?" She's dancing or whatever.
He's like, yeah, you're being sporadic or so, she's like, no, you're
scaring
she's like
me.
has her leg in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like defending herself while getting all scared like he's gonna hit her. It's like, man, he's super
So
aggressive. It is so funny.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And Charlie's famous line of, "Oh, I can handle the sedatives," like just, and then just drooling onto the floor. Oh yeah, chop, karate chop.
So good. Yeah, so good. I love it.
You all right, buddy?
They're like, oh, we still got one in the race, and he's face down on the floor.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Oh
Love
man, the gang dances their asses off. And that's the Q Crew from 102.
Yeah, the Q Crew. It's actually so. What Charlie says, he says, karate, snow machine. it's chop set.
What are you chopping?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so good. But then it's like,
Yeah.
you find out Charlie's illiterate, puts the bar
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Pride section.
No,
No, that's the prize. No, I can't be. I put Patty's Pulpit in the pride section because I'm prideful.
Yeah. This may be one of my top favorite episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, this may be number 2 on my list, and this was definitely one of the top. But even just talking about it right now, man, it just makes me laugh.
Oh,
I
dude.
mean, it's just so funny, dude.
There are so many like things that just happen that are just
Yeah.
hilarious.
Wait, we didn't even talk about the exoskeleton, we got Cricket on some exoskeleton from the government because the mafia broke his legs. I mean,
Well, this is the second sitcom we've watched that has had an exoskeleton. We got Pierce with the
the lava lamp.
no, but he's got like the invention that he sits down like it's the and then it malfunctions. He's like, I'm gonna have to have some pieces extracted out of me. He's like, call all the ambulances.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. I would like any of them to get here right now.
That would be so terrible.
Call all the ambulances.
Yeah, all of them
Oh,
right now.
that's so good. But yeah, the gang dances their asses off.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a good
Rickety
episode,
Cricket just coming in.
Yeah. And then he just stands up.
Oh yeah,
And
immediately
you know,
fails, breaks
Yeah,
his
that's
back,
awesome. For sure.
out of commish.
Out of commish.
And then
So who won that? Who was that first one against? Mac, right? Then Mac challenged Dennis, right? Because Cricket challenged Mac, right? I'm pretty sure that's the first
Cricket
one.
challenged Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think Charlie challenged Dennis?
Charlie challenged Dennis, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mac challenged Dennis afterwards.
That's right. And then,
Yeah, and then
Charlie
lost. Yeah.
challenged Mac Dennis, and Dennis lost because they had
That's
to wear
because
those
that's
damn
what took him
kegs.
Yep.
25-pound kegs, I think, right?
Yeah, even the move that Mac's doing, he walks in. Well, no, remember he's doing his karate chop. He's just in like a standstill position. This is all he's doing.
Oh my god!
It was so awesome. He was doing that too. You know what I mean? Because that's his movement, and then you got the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
They broke him off a piece of his exoskeleton.
Rip me off some of that exoskeleton. Help me out here.
Yeah,
He's a double agent, man.
he is 100%.
And then Cricket slides in and actually breaks,
Yeah.
shatters her ankle or something.
Do you remember? So what were they wheeling?
On
this was
the
gonna be one of
dolly.
my questions. The dolly.
Yeah. Cricket's getting wheeled around in the dolly.
Yeah. He's like, don't leave me on the sun.
Yeah, I'm burned. Yeah. Oh man!
So
All right,
I'm just
so-
used to this whole thing. So funny.
It's after the gang dances their asses off, we were on an It's Always Sunny high, because then we went to Patty's Pub, home of the original Kitten Mittens, which is just another outstanding episode. I'm sure.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, I'm sure one of the most memorable memorable shows. I mean, you mentioned Kittenmans, and I'm sure someone's like, "Oh yeah, that's It's Always Sunny." I know what that is.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. I mean, there's two inventions that are in this episode that, actually no wait. No, that's not this episode, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's this episode.
Where they have the products for the
shotgun.
Yeah, Patty's shotgun and
Patty's
gunshot.
Yeah. This is the one where
Don't
he
film
goes,
me.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, Patty's thong, dude.
Yeah,
Patty's
Patty's thong, bro. I'm wearing it for you. I want to turn you
I'm gonna
on.
turn you on. Oh, that's so funny.
Dude, it's amazing. I want to turn you on.
Yeah.
Question: do women buy underwear from bars? No, but their men will.
Their husband. Yeah.
And then Mac is still confused. He's like, "Wait a minute. So do the men wear them? Because like the way Dennis is like, I want to turn you on. I'm like, well, wait a minute. So you're wearing it right now. Like, are you going to continue wearing them? I am confused.
Yeah.
And it's not the only time that'll be an episode. That's, you know what? Okay. I don't know. Well, no. I mean, there is a specific episode that I do want to do, but I think it'd be a good special guest one. But it's the implication, and where Mac is just confused. Like, are you talking like, dude? That's dark, right? Like. Like, what do you mean implications? Because when you're saying it's kind of sinister, like
yeah, absolutely.
it doesn't sound good. It's the implication.
Yeah, that was the boat, right?
Is
that the gang buys a boat?
Yeah, the gang buys a boat.
No.
Yeah, houseboat. Yeah.
Yep.
A P Diddy-esque.
Yeah.
So that will definitely be. We'll have to eat barnacles. We'll have to discuss the horse war. And there's a bunch of bullets and horse.
No, that's just been trash that I threw over the edge, Charlie. What the f you doing?
There's some sort of horse war down here, dude. Like horses can shoot guns and shit, like
it's so funny because Frank's first reaction, he gives me something. He goes, "Oh, this is a war relic." He just instantaneously.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude. Some sort of horse war, dude. Oh god, just genius. He's a genius.
Yeah.
Flowers for Charlie. That'll have to be an episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The patients thought he was learning Mandarin. He was actually just speaking gibberish, and I just thought I'll lead him on and thinking he's actually speaking. Like, no.
This is the one where Charlie finds out that he has 2 ears. That's that one.
Did you know you can listen to it? So wait, you just found out that you have 2 ears? Like you can listen to 2 different things at the same time?
It's so good.
Oh, man.
Awesome.
Anyways. So Patty's Pub, home of the original Kittenmans, though.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry.
Iconic episode. We get to see the lawyer again. We get to a little tragedy of the lawyer. The gang tries to hook the lawyer up with the little, lady of the night.
Little Liz at night, and then Dennis is also willing to help too,
Oh my god, dude! A frame bang, yeah.
Frame bang.
Oh my god, he's like, no, I do not want you to rape my wife. Rape, bro? Whoa!
Yeah,
nobody said rape.
He's like, sign the paperwork. He goes, you have to promise me you're not going to go inside my home and rape my wife. He's like, dude, he's like so upset about it. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah, it just makes me think that there's so many more episodes to go. It's Always Sunny Alone. That just makes me think of like when they moved to the suburbs, and he's yelling at Wally. Sure is a hot one, huh?
He just strips down naked. He throws his coffee cup at him. It's so funny. It's so good.
Oh God.
I love it.
Yeah, Kittenmans. Also, was one of my favorite episodes just because has some sentimental value to me.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah,
but
that's one that was big time for you.
Yeah, but also an absolutely hilarious and iconic episode. And it was always like, that was a conversation starter for sure.
So let me ask you this.
Mittens.
Yeah. So did Jessica actually like, did she watch of Alive It's Always Sunny before that, or is that just one that she knew of?
Yeah,
So
no,
she actually like
yeah,
watched
she
It's
had,
Always Sunny
yeah,
before-
she was
Okay,
actually already
okay.
watching the show before we had
Okay.
already met. Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, 'cause I figured. I mean, obviously she's heard of that part, but was that like the one that she, like, did she watch that 1 or 2 episodes because it was on TV late at night, right? That type of thing, or
No, no,
was it
yeah.
like did she actually?
It's
you know what I
it's
mean?
an Always Sunny fan from the start. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
yep,
Good.
yep. One of them true OG It's Always Sunny fans. You know,
That's awesome.
which it's absolutely amazing that. I mean, they're literally setting a record for longest running sitcom. 15
Yeah.
seasons. It's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that this will I probably be their last. I would guess. They will probably quit after this one.
Yeah, I don't think
You
so.
don't think so?
Rob was saying something like, as long as they don't get canceled, he'll continue writing it.
Oh,
So
God.
I don't
that was
know.
dumb.
Like, I mean, that was maybe a year or two ago or something. Maybe, they can always
Okay.
change their mind for sure. But
Well, yeah.
I think they're still having fun with it. So I don't know.
I mean, I think that it was, I think it's worth where it's at right now. I just, there's certain parts of it that I wish were different, man. I'm not saying anything because I still love It's Always Sunny from top to bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
have respect for the entire thing. I'm not saying that by any means, but there's certain parts I just wish were different. That's all. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? That's like my biggest
as
gripe
of
about
late,
it,
they're just like not full blown every single episode, and
Exactly. That's my thing. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like they have to like come back to It's Always Sunny.
Yes.
It kind of
Yeah.
branched off a little bit, and then felt a little weird for 2
sure.
seasons. But I mean, they're also growing as actors, growing as people, and it's understandable.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean I'm totally. That's why I don't want to like absolutely hate on it because I really don't hate them, but there's just certain things that I just doesn't make me feel like It's Always Sunny, like you just said.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's just,
Like
it's just not.
like,
It's not that.
we're not supposed to be learning values or morals from It's Always Sunny.
No.
We're actually supposed to see the worst.
Yes,
and that's
absolutely.
what
you are supposed
yeah.
to be. I'm supposed to learn from them by you doing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like in a sense of, like, and not saying like doing them, but like if you think about all the past things, man, they did a lot of things that were absolutely terrible that you realize afterwards, like, well, that was terrible. I would never do that type of thing, right? That's my thing.
Yeah, at
with it,
least
you know what I
like
mean?
they check it off the list. Like,
Yeah. You see what the end result could have been, and you're like, well, good enough.
like Charlie and Mac going to the school with a gun and a sword. Like
Yep.
We're-
They're gonna protect those kids.
yeah, offering security. Like, please, no, just no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so after Patty's Pub, home of the original Kitten Mittens,
Yep.
we hop back over to episode
The Office.
The Office Whistleblower, which
Yeah.
it's funny because it's a later season.
Uh-huh.
We have Joe Bennett
Yep.
in it, so that's really cool.
Uh-huh. You have late serious Michael. Michael turned super serious as he got older, and not saying he wasn't funny, but he was more of a serious guy to me.
It was a funny because like he's so naive. Like he starts off like, my people would never do this, and then he's got like 4 or 5 people that did, and he's just like, oh no, but I still am the world's greatest boss. I still have to soak this somehow, like I still have to be that martyr, which down to the core is awesome. Like Michael, obviously it can be awesome.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
But
he can be.
holy crap, we can also see him being terrible. Now,
Yes.
I thought Scott's Tots was a really funny episode.
Yeah.
But like I have seen online where people have said like that is one of the cringiest episodes ever, just because it's like Michael is such like an idiot to promise all of these, like it's like, oh god, like how could you even be in the same room? How could you be waiting so long to tell him? But I always thought that one was kind of funny,
Yeah. I mean, but you're 100% right though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like,
terrible. Like he's
Yeah.
it shows how awful he really can be.
Yes. Yep.
And I always, you know,
100%.
like I always think of when Michael takes Holly's Woody doll and throws it in the trash can and dumps his coffee on it. It's just like, holy crap, dude, that is malicious.
Yeah.
Like that's too far, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
my
Yeah, but
goodness.
I think he had a lot. He had a lot of hatred for her at that time because he was expecting so much when she came home, and
Well, yeah, for
he
that
thought
little bit, it was only supposed to be for Toby on that trial too, for the
oh yeah,
the
yeah. But
Scranton
he's gonna try to win her back, though.
Strangler.
Yeah, but he was gonna try to win her over in that little bit of time.
Yeah,
To you know what I mean, to stay together this time, right? Like you know what I mean. So then she came home and she stayed together with her other dude. I think that's what he was like. Okay, well, she's gonna rip my heart apart. I'm gonna rip her heart apart. Which I'm not saying it's right. I'm not
Right.
saying that by any means.
yeah. Well,
But I think
clearly
that's
he
where his
didn't think so
mindset was.
either.
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
he cleans it all
Exa-
up
yeah.
and everything, but.
Well, for sure. No.
But then Whistleblower, we get to see like a really sensible Andy as well. Like Andy's like not this crazy anger. He's like this
No.
guy who's like super concerned and thought he should probably tell somebody since he told Gabe and never did anything about it. You know?
Well then, yeah. Well then, and Daryl and him recorded recorded. You know what I mean? That's the file that they found on the thing. So
Yeah. It was so funny because that episode where they record it and he's like, "Oh, sorry, can you talk? Can you talk higher? The microphone's not picking up." He's like, "I'm Randy Bernard," you know, like he makes him talk like super high pitched, man. It's so funny. Just Daryl fucking with him. It is so funny.
That's funny because actually this is when you at the end of this episode is where you find out that Daryl had Facebook, right?
Oh yeah, because the IT guy's like,
sure.
"Daryl, you're on Facebook, man. People want to be your friend. Why are you telling people you're not on Facebook?"
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's so funny, dude. It's awesome. Because that one, and then I just told you my name.
Do you know it? Do you remember it? Don't even look at your notes. I know it. I don't even have notes, but I remember it. Don't even look at it. I see your eyes, man. You're on camera. You're on camera. Don't look down.
I can see it right now. No, hold on a second. My name is
IT guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Bud. No, that's what Jim called him.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah.
I literally just told you my name.
Nick.
Yep, Nick.
Yeah. Woo! I swear I didn't look too. I swear I had everything. I did not look.
Huh. Oh, I have a phone call. It's a whistleblower. They're just telling me that you did look.
Where's it at? Oh, it's actually right. It's actually okay. I do see it right there now. I swear I didn't see it. It was a bonus question for you, and you got it right, bro.
What was it?
What?
What was it?
Oh, what was the IT guy's name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We liked the other guy. He kept to himself. And we might have thought he was a terrorist. Like, damn.
Yeah.
What a horrible bunch of people.
A horrible bunch of people.
But yeah, so whistleblower. We had quite a few whistleblowers.
Uh-huh.
And it was funny every time. It was funny when Kelly opens up the van door and Pam's like, "Oh, we're not going to get yogurt." And Michael's like, "No, she's a whistleblower too," you know.
yeah. It's funny actually because out of all the people in that van, I thought that she would. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, why would?
And exactly her reason she said it too. I mean, she's all over social media.
Yeah.
You know, she's all over her
I
phone.
tweet,
She's all over
I
this.
woof, which is like you know one of the first times we kind of hear about woof too.
Yeah, for sure.
Whistleblower. I mean, am I a hero? No, you're not. Okay, well, I'm not exactly a villain. Yes, you are.
And he's like, his face too. Like, you know, you're not supposed to hear that, you know? It's so funny.
Yeah, and then at the end, he's like, "Phyllis, do you know where my bag is?" And she like looks up. She's so mean. He's like, "You deserve it." Like, jeez, Phyllis, that's so heartless.
That's terrible. Yeah.
I
mean, you should know.
I'm glad he whistle blew. Plus,
absolutely.
It gave Michael a little bit of leverage to try to get Holly back.
Yep.
Holly back.
Holly back.
You can get Holly back, which is funny because, you know, like you expect him because he says on the airplane with Joe, he's like basically saying, I would be willing to make the press release for a price. And you almost expect him to say like to get Holly back, right? But no,
Yeah.
that isn't the deal at all. Like, you don't even know what the deal is. I'm assuming it's
No.
letting all of his people be free, you know?
Yeah. Like no problem there.
Which is, another selfless act, which is like really huge for Michael.
Yeah.
Remember when he
That doesn't
goes
happen all
to
the time, but
Canada with a concierge? Anyways, that's
yeah.
she's like a geisha,
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's so many more episodes to go, but
absolutely.
this is just a
We could do this for a long
celebration
time.
episode.
Absolutely, yeah. Episode 20, man. It's so
Episode 20.
crazy.
It is pretty crazy. That means we probably have over a full day's, or over 24 hours worth of us just blibber blabbering.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. Definitely. Even with that first 38-minute episode,
I'm gonna actually
sure.
whistle blow right now and say that you shouldn't be wearing that dress, you sicko. I'm just kidding.
I know.
You should have put on earrings. Although it kind of looks like you have earrings with your headphones. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pull up my dress here.
So after whistle,
Super uncomfortable. I just want to say.
Excuse me.
Super uncomfortable.
Well, now you know what ladies go through, or
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah. So after whistleblower, we kicked it back to episode 1 of season 1
beginning of
Community.
This was awesome.
Yeah. It was fun. To do the first episode, and it's an interesting one because you don't learn about characters over. I mean, you learn about the characters, but in one episode, the very first episode, you are introduced to every single character, and you get a feel for who they already are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, definitely. Mm-hmm.
That was
yeah. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because I remember the first time I watched it. I actually, like, when I was getting prepared for the episode, the first time I actually watched it, for some reason, I had a struggle point. I'm like, I cannot get a bunch of answers for this one, actually, I'm like, a bunch of questions. And I'm like, wait a minute. So that night I went to bed. I got home from work the next day. Or I may actually not even work that day. But anyways, it doesn't matter. But I watched it one more time, and I filled up a full page.
Yeah, right.
I have 22 questions and then like 5 bonus questions, like, total. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, how did this happen? You know what I mean?
How did I miss so many?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what I did, though, is the first time you watch it, sometimes, like, you get back to, like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but, like, you get excited for the episode again.
Yep.
So then when you know what I mean? So, like, you just start paying attention more to the episode instead of thinking about, you're watching instead of thinking.
Oh yeah.
When it's hard you can't watch and think at the same time with some of these parts. You know what I mean? It's hard to do.
Oh,
that,
there's
really,
times where you got to rewind it because you're laughing so hard from a previous joke, and then when you rewind it, you realize that there's a follow-up joke, and then you're laughing from that one. Like,
exactly, yeah, for sure.
I feel like there's so many things that get missed because there's times that are just too funny that you're laughing and you just skip over.
That's why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I enjoy it, because it actually makes me think about it, makes me watch the entire thing.
Yeah.
The entire thing.
Yep.
It's so fun, man. I like it.
And then
I always watch the entire thing, but you get to be details too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, you dig out things and you're like, whoa, that happened in that episode. And you're like, oh yeah. Like,
it's funny because I've actually put more together in the show, like in all shows. I mean, especially Community, because I haven't watched it as much. I've watched the other two,
mm-hmm.
But like, so with that, like watching those seasons again, it actually makes me like realize certain parts of the episode more in depth. Like, I may have realized it before, but you're like, man, it even starts like at this point.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
Yeah, where they just have so much going on in an episode, and you're like, wow, like it's like it's a total different appreciation. Mm-hmm. Like, from a writer's perspective, like that, it's an incredible show, and I'm glad that Netflix has it, and people are watching it, and people are wanting, that 6 seasons in a movie. We're missing a movie, where's that at?
I mean, but on the, there's certain things that I think that that it's gonna come. I think.
Yeah.
I think they're making time and room once this whole, once we get back to normal living, and exactly once that kind of hopefully dissipates of some sort and kind of goes away here sometime. With that, I think that I think they'll start doing it.
That'd be
my
awesome.
personal opinion on it. I mean that when they did that table read and then the questionnaire afterwards.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was so much
I
fun.
think that it was I think it was like that just shows you right there that they cannot see each other for how long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then get right back at it as soon as they get back together. Like I'm just saying. Like I mean I know that's natural friendship and stuff, but truthfully, man, that just shows you that these guys are. I mean, it's a great. I think it's a great cast.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure keep going into it, but I just think overall it's just a great cast altogether. Too.
Yeah, I think like they did an absolutely perfect job, and I know Chevy Chase might have been like hard to work with, but man, it paid off for the 4 seasons he was on, or a couple. Yeah. I think he's in a couple of season 5, but it just totally paid off. Because he is perfect. I mean, he's so funny, and it sucks like that. If they had spats or, if they fought or whatever, it kind of works its way into the show anyways. Because then
exactly, yeah,
you start seeing that kind of stuff. But I mean,
damn it, Pierce.
What?
It's a damn it, Pierce.
Yeah, no, damn it, Pierce. Like, come on,
yeah.
Man. But no matter what, like everybody still. Like handled their shit, and it was absolutely hilarious. And like that everybody still put their heart into it because it was every time you're seeing the characters, like you could just like associate with these characters so much because there's
absolutely
just so much fun.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that was like a really fun episode. Episode 1, season 1, episode 1 of Community. Just because we got to see all of that, coming together. We got this cool guy Jeff Winger who. These people start breaking him down, like let's start taking some axes and chipping him down because he thinks he's up here and he's like, you're here with us.
Yep.
Community college, man. Get used to it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. What doesn't matter what you used to be.
Yeah.
Matters what you are right now. You know what I mean? What are you doing right now?
And it's funny in like the season 2, episode 1 of Community because he walks into the study room and tries to act all cool like please nobody hug me, I don't care about you. He's like, just kidding, how was everybody? I missed you all. This was like
still him,
Jeff Winger. Yeah. I love when he's like, Abed had the classic wingers and he marks it down. And then Jeff even has like, whenever he has a winger and he marks it down and then then Troy notches. Oh,
I still love it.
It's just awesome. So good. But so after Community, we had our another special episode 15.
Very special, especially to you.
Yeah, we had my wife, my beautiful wife, join us because it was a favorite episode. I mean, it's across the board a favorite episode, but we definitely knew it was a bigger episode to not just have just us. We needed a special guest to handle it.
Absolutely.
Dinner party.
And Jessica did a fantastic job.
Yeah, that was.
It was good.
That was a blast. I think that if I had to pick a favorite, it probably would have been that one. Just because, like, I mean, look at it. It was a 2-hour-long episode. We laughed so hard and still had a good time. And that was like one of the first times we even introduced the punishments. And like I said, her punishment is up. It's TikTok. So, but
professional.
Yeah. So dinner party though. I mean that right there, cringy. We're talking about cringy. Like, oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Imagine being at that dinner party. Oh,
it'd be terrible. I mean, and then especially because like the worst part about it is that it's setting up for a dinner party that still has to braise in the oven for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, wait, 3 or 4 or whatever it was. Yeah. You mean 3 hours from then, or like 3 hours from now?
Yeah.
Like Pam is upset about
Oftentimes in Spain, they don't eat until midnight. Yeah, if that's the case, I'm leaving.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm
sign up for this.
You come over for a dinner party and you haven't even started really like cooking it. I'm not going to entertain that.
No.
Not unless I came over to help cook it,
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah, definitely. But if you're bringing a side dish to this dinner party, you're not gonna want to you're not gonna want to bring it and then have it put it back in the fridge or throw it back in the oven because it's cold. You know what I mean? Like certain things, you're like, I just shouldn't have to do that because of this.
I shouldn't have to do that because of this.
True.
Dinner party. Do you remember what needed braising? I can't remember
I don't want to look at my notes.
the
I
meat
don't want to look at my notes.
boca something. I don't.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Did you write it down?
I wrote it down. Yeah. Let me go searching for it, but I don't remember off of the top of my head.
Actually,
What episode? That was 15.
Episode 15. Maybe Jessica had that question because I could have swore that I did though.
Let's see here. It was. Well, let's see here. I know it is. I know I had a question that had it in there. Oh man, that was just such a funny episode.
From top to bottom. I mean, literally. Just are you reading your questions right now?
Yeah. I'm reading the question. Ossobuco.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah.
Ossobuco. That's it. Yeah. So, dude, absolutely hilarious though. Like the awkward. Like, why don't you tell him, babe, how the window broke? The sliding glass door.
Babe, I really don't want to, babe.
Yeah, I don't want to, babe.
Yeah.
I've never heard babe used with such, ferocity. Like,
That's an angry one.
Yeah, babe.
That's an angry one. Yep.
Listen
here, babe.
That's a really funny story. A real cute story. Yeah, why'd you run out there? Why did he run out there?
Because there's an ice cream truck out there.
I really like ice cream, so sue me. Oh wait,
sue me.
Don't sue me. She actually will. Oh my god!
And that's when she gets upset and turns on the record.
Well, yeah, but it gets even deeper than that because she goes, "Gosh, you make me out to be some sort of devil," and he goes, "You are the devil. I'm in hell." It was like, oh my god, these are so many cries for help right there.
No, absolutely, every time, always.
So funny. And then these dinner guests are just sitting there, and then you have to listen to that one night
over and over and over.
God. Yeah. That's just one of the best episodes ever.
No, absolutely.
On television.
I mean, see, that's the thing, though. A lot of these episodes are very, very good. That's why we picked them.
Oh, yeah,
at the same time. This one is probably, out of episode choice, out of all of them, this is definitely one of the best ones. And actually, even if you ask the cast, this is...
They even agree, yeah.
Yeah, they had the hardest time of actually even doing this episode because they're laughing the entire
time. I bet, people were bummed, that, like Meredith or Stanley, like... They didn't get to really be in the episode because it's a dinner party with Andy, Angela, Jim, Pam, Dwight, and the babysitter.
Yep. Well, they don't even know about Dwight and the babysitter.
Well, right, but But
eventually, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah, I got you.
It's like, you're Dwight's babysitter? I have so many questions. Can I email you? What's email?
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's not worth it. No. Nah.
They're just eating beet salad.
Yeah.
Get beet.
Yeah. He's like, Angela, you want something about beet salad? I hate beet salad.
You enjoyed beet salad before. I will never have your beets in my mouth again. Angela's, man, you watch things again and then you kind of find humor out of the other characters because you maybe not have listened to them as much or laughed at what somebody else has said and covered up what they were saying. But Angela makes me laugh a lot more than she used to, and I know we'll get to the Dundies here, but when he's like, she's also got a fine caboose. Come on up here and get your word. No.
Nope. Yep. You just literally set me up for it. Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Or in a dinner party where she's crazy, and because Andy, licks her cone, she takes it and smacks it on the side of her car, his car. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, right now, if somebody did that to me, I'd smack them on the side of their car.
Yeah. And it's like, where's the real Andy? That's Drew. That's Drew right there. Because Andy Bernard would have flipped out.
Oh, absolutely. She would have been walking home, probably.
Yeah, she would have been walking home.
Well, I don't know. He still has a soft side.
He does, because we see in that concierge episode where he calls her. He's like, I called her. That was real. I had to fly 500 miles away to get to know somebody that's 10 feet away from me. That's why I love Andy. You know, that's why he's old Mr. Bernard. he's like the Troy. Yeah. Where he's got the one-liners, you know. That are just 100%. Like out of this world. Out of this world.
Out of this world.
Dinner party, though, he's real lackluster. Good. He was funny in the beginning when he says tuna like 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, I bet you're sick of tuna, huh? And it just shit cracks me up. But
for sure, but once again, it's one-liner.
Yeah.
Boom. It's in there, it's out of there, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Pam? I'm sure you're sick of tuna, huh? But then after dinner party, man, I wonder. Well, I'll count this up once we've hit 15. But we go back to It's Always Sunny with the anti-social network. Shh. Don't you dare shush me.
Yeah.
Don't you dare shush me.
There it is, bro. Don't you talk to me like that, you know? You shush me. Remember the thunder?
I stole the thunder because I shushed you.
You did. You shushed me, bro. I had to get you back.
So
I told you it was going to come, bro. I told you this was going to come on that day.
He sort of made soup of your insides. Oh my god! But he bit your dick. No.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. He barely made it in. He barely made it in.
So I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't even want to.
He was small.
He was super small. He did make it inside, but he was super small, so I'm totally fine. So this guy, he raped both of you? No.
Yeah.
I was able to shake him off in time. He got my friend though. He's like. So you were raped, yeah.
And Charlie's face, he's like, and he's made his soups his inside.
Yeah, soup of his.
Like he's like
reassuring him. And then he's like, well, I bit your dick.
Yeah.
Like, wait, he's just pulling this shit out of thin air. Well, he bit your dick.
Yep.
No, he didn't. He was super small. I'm fine.
If he raped me, why is he biting my dick? You know what I'm saying?
He made soup of my insides. Well, he bit your dick. No.
Yeah.
God.
Nope.
The Anti-Social Network. So good. We got to see some team ups that we don't normally see. Charlie and Dennis and Mac and D. And Mac and D actually made me laugh so hard just because they worked really well together for once, and it was just super funny.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell there's chemistry there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they did great.
Could you
on that one.
Write down which website?
Yeah. What a gross guy, but what site did he put it on?
There's so many of those sites. Which one specifically? The Anti-Social Network. And then I feel like that episode kind of mirrors Charlie's real thoughts on the thing. He's the only one who's not on Twitter. So I wonder if he really does just hate social media.
Oh, yeah.
But I do know,
probably.
If we ever start a bar, we will not have a sign.
No, absolutely.
If we do, we're going to blow it off.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. So that, or like, that's the story behind our no sign.
Somebody got on our roof and blew our sign off.
Blew our sign off, so we can't have it. You know what I mean? So either way.
Yeah. Easy mode.
I mean, yeah, hold on a second. I'm write this one down.
Yeah, write this idea. The Anti-Social Network. Which they...
Or I could be like Michael and pull my recorder.
What's that?
Shirt idea. Remember when Michael pulls his recorder?
Oh, yeah.
He's in the middle of something. He's like, shirt idea. I forget what he says, and he just puts it back in, and he just continues going back down being sad. It's just when these thoughts come up, man. It's like,
oh, man, that's awesome. So after the Antisocial Network.
This is where I got punished too, guys. That's where the TikTok is.
Also, the
TikTok,
Antisocial Network. That's the one you lost, and
Yep.
and you had to do the
That's the one
TikTok
where that came into
video.
play. Yep.
I gotcha.
So, yeah. It's Corey Kevin 1 on TikTok.
It's a pretty funny dance.
Yeah, I mean, I tried. I'm not TikTok dancer. So
Man, the Antisocial Network. What a one to lose out on. I'm sure it was like due to all the laughter.
yeah, they had to be, man.
And I think you were dealing with some trauma on your end. I think somebody bit your dick that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just barely.
Yeah.
No. Just
I think somebody made soup of your insides. So you were dealing
they
with.
were
a lot.
so small, it barely worked. I mean, but
Oh man, so
That's
good. The
awesome.
gang. Wow, we'll get to that later. But episode 17, kicking it back to community with home
Community.
economics.
Yep.
That's a good one with Jeff, kind of humbled Jeff, a grounded Jeff, and what Jeff would be like with no motivation.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, truthfully, with him having nothing out there, not caring. I mean, it's a rough side of it, because he loses everything,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome because he's just like, well, he's watching the Jeffersons, sitting there eating Lucky Charms, watching Knight Rider marathon, man.
Yep. He spent a quarter in the last 2 days.
I have so much useless trivia of sitcoms now in my head that we got to go on some sort of game show. There's got to be some sort of game show.
I'm ready.
That's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Hey, True TV, hit us up. We've got a game show.
Yep.
Then you gotta, if you didn't, only people that have watched these sitcoms, they would be the ones that would enter. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Or just have randos that were like, "What's The Office? What's It's Always Sunny?
Who watches that? Geniuses.
What's Vermhat? What is Charlie Kelly? What is that?"
Yes, a worm hat? You mean a worm hat,
Yeah.
or a hat that goes on your worm?
Well, no, it's this German guy from my dreams.
He follows me around.
Yeah. Vermhat, And it's not even like they did all those nice things for Charlie, and it's Frank's birthday. That episode. But anyways, home economics, community. We see Jeff spiral out. Britta actually wanting to remain a silent party, but winds up being I'm getting rid of Britta. She's a GDB,
She's a GDB. Yeah, she's the antioxidant of the episode, man.
Yeah, she's the exact opposite.
Oh, I mean, opposite of the
antioxidant.
Yeah.
Which, you're toxic, Britta. You're like the the opposite, the exact opposite of an antioxidant. Like, that's right, Vaughn. You tell her. That episode. See, like, that's where you could think, it's like a sleeper episode, like you wouldn't think that one was like a knock it out of the park, but then you watch it, you're like, wow, I laughed a lot. It was hilarious.
Yes. There's funny things. I mean, the parts, we always talk about Vaughn being funny, and I'm telling you, Vaughn is hilarious in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
You brought it up last time when he turns around when Pierce wants to talk to him, and he calls him it's his song. Yeah, and he whips that thing
He's
around
whipping
multiple
his guitar
times.
cord as if he's just like, what now?
Yeah, then he says something like, "Did you say your song?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you mean? Like somebody like that? Like a bear that wants to come in and steal all the snacks or something? You know what I mean? Something so out of this world. You're like, wait, what?"
Yeah. He's got a goofy way with words. Doesn't he like leave? He moves away because of like hacky sack, right? Like he gets on a hacky sack.
Yeah, he's like hacky sack. Yeah.
And then Jeff has like a witty one-liner, like, I think you missed the 90s or something like that. That's not in home economics.
It's not.
Home economics, we are blessed with Vaughn's band. It's Vaughn's band. Let's be clear about that. It's not Pearson Vaughn's band.
No,
it's Vaughn's band.
That Pierce joint.
Yeah. So we essentially got one hell of a catchy song, "Getting Rid of Britta."
Yeah.
But then we also transition it to Pierce, I don't need you in my band anymore.
Yeah, but he also still has those baby pumpkin pants on.
Oh, yeah.
The skinny jeans.
I bet it's because my ass looks like a baby pumpkin in these skinny jeans.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was such a fun one.
Yeah, it was.
Then after home economics, and Jeff gets his life back together. He gets that motivation.
Yep.
Britta is like,
Finds an apartment.
I don't believe in any of this crap, but you do. You're just that soulless person who cares about things.
Yeah.
Everything I'm told, to hate, you embody, but whatever. But hey, that's what makes Jeff. And we love Jeff.
That's what happens to make Jeff. Yep, absolutely.
Classic wingers. I'm going to start notching in my desk, too.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Now I got another one in
Yeah,
there. You know?
every time I talk about notches.
Yeah.
Troy Barnes. He's like, what is he? He's the ultimate repairman.
Yes, he is. Yeah, AC repairman.
Which?
Or no, plumber. He's a plumber, right?
No, AC. He goes AC repair because he doesn't like dealing with poop.
Yes, but he's a plumber. He's a handyman. But you're 100% right because he does plumbing at first.
Yeah.
He just knows how to fix a plumber. Yeah, and then he goes AC. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like telling that guy like how to fix things. He's like, "Thanks, man. You're a natural."
Yeah.
It's I had an idea. I was watching something. I was like, "Whoa, this is kind of like what I think they were getting at with that episode of just the AC repair being this elitist society." But I can't remember why. I can't remember what I was thinking about, so I'll just drop that.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
It'll come back. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
It's circling up there. It'll come back.
home economics. What do we move on to?
So episode 18. That's the one where it's always sunny again.
Yep.
Back to the old roots, and the gang gets analyzed.
The gang does get analyzed, which is a scary thing. I wouldn't want to be that person.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's a long day.
Yeah,
that's a long day.
Yeah,
There's
there's more at stake here. Dishes.
Yeah, who's doing the dishes?
Yeah.
And this is the scene where I mean, like Frank spitting out those peanuts or whatever it was,
the pistachios
makes
or
me
something.
Laugh, yes, laugh so hard I can't help it. I think the setup of it is because of the girl, the therapist breaking a little bit.
Oh yeah.
She starts to smile and then she catches herself. Right, she goes, and then nope.
That's
So Frank, tell me.
So why don't you like therapists?
Yeah. Because they're doctors. You unzip me, doc.
Yeah. You ever been to a
It's all
school for
coming out.
nitwits? Not
There's a gardener 10 feet apart.
not just mind stuff, bodies too. My roommate was a frog kid.
You ever seen a frog kid before, doc?
Oh, but what made me laugh the most was when he talked about his love interest, about how she always smiled because she had no lips, but her mouth was still very much at play. Like, dude.
That has to be something he has to say.
Oh my god. Yeah, it wouldn't be Frank unless he said,
No.
but her mouth was very much at play. So, like, ew, dude.
Yeah, so
Ew.
I mean, because you have Dennis making an elegant meal,
Divine.
Divine. You're right.
That meal was divine.
Yeah, it was mush.
Yeah. Which it wasn't pheasant.
It wasn't pheasant, so it was mush. I mean, it was
Charlie fooled them all. Pigeon.
Fooled every one of them from the local corner store.
They're all crazy. You ate pigeon and you liked it. Damn trash birds.
Yep, absolutely.
Trash birds.
That's funny. And then you also find out in this one too, Charlie likes bleach. How much he does, I guess.
I like the way it smells, like the way it tastes. Like, I don't think you should. You should not ever hang out with that much bleach, but whatever.
Yep. Wait, listen. I know. I keep bringing up other parts of other episodes, but remember when he's smelling it, he's whiffing his in the high school reunion where he's putting those two chemicals together and he passes.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I know how to hand my fumes.
Yeah. Oh man, in the gang gets analyzed. That's one of my favorite things to quote sometimes is when he's like, I'll make an adjustment and we'll make a tradition out of it, and we'll go from there. And it's just like, yeah, of course, like we'll make a tradition of it. So what you're saying is like, if I had more skin, I could never do a bad thing in my life, or I've never done a bad thing because I have a lot of skin.
Yeah.
You're saying take things even further. I should glue cat hair all over my body, walk around the night like some sort of cat man. Yes. Yes, you should. Yes.
That's exactly what that means.
It's always Sunny should have a spinoff, a superhero spinoff, Catman, and that's what he does. It's funny that he has that idea, but he doesn't tell Maureen. Like, you should glue cat hair all over yourself.
Yep, absolutely. I wonder if by the time that happens, though, where Maureen is so far away from this, he kind of already lost it.
Dude, I can't wait to do that episode, making a murderer with Dennis or whatever.
So funny. It is so perfect.
Frank's speech of where Dennis was like, we put a kid, kid got sick, we put him in the soup. Somebody else got sick, we put him in the soup.
He loses a foot, it goes in the soup.
Goes in the soup. And then he leaves and goes in the taxi, and the taxi guy's like, well, how long ago was it? Was it a long time ago? Yeah, a long time ago. He's like, well, the statute of limitations, you should be fine. So he gets dropped back off to finish the interview.
Yeah. He's like, they got some good food in there.
I was in Vietnam. Oh, shut up! You were in Vietnam in the 90s.
You went to the place Vietnam.
Oh my god! The gang gets analyzed. Dude gets unzipped. Mac is totally bipolar from size pills.
Yep, you find out that there was another kid in the womb.
Oh yeah,
Donnie. Get him for Donnie.
They devoured him. They devoured him.
Get him, Charlie. He would have been the good one.
He would have been the good one, Donnie. Oh my god, so good, so good. And then after the gang gets analyzed, kick it over to the office for episode 19.
The
Dundies. Which
it sucks. I thought I don't have a Dundee, but I have my best costume trophy.
Oh, that's sweet from that Halloween party.
Yeah, for sure. I still have it, man.
Yeah. Kelly's is a spicy curry award. What does that mean? Oh, it's just a joke. There's no meaning behind it. It's just something funny. Well, why did I get it though? And then she's like, it's a bowler.
They ran out of office people.
Yeah, which we didn't even have those as questions,
No, that's true. You are right. Because once again, I mean, to me, sometimes those things are just too easy.
Yeah,
those are the funniest parts of the thing. You know what I mean? I want to trick you. I want you to lose this game. I don't want you to win.
Yeah. I hear you. Because those last couple episodes, you had lost them all.
I had rough. I mean, I could tell. You know? I mean, don't forget what I'm wearing.
Yeah, he is. He's wearing a dress, and it is really funny. Yeah. It is very funny. It's a sign that these punishments have gone too far already.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So just so you know, I marked this one down in my book. You
shouldn't. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't need to.
Why is it?
You shouldn't.
Why is that though?
Because you should forget about it. But the Dundies are so good that we felt like our work should start handing out Dundies.
Yes.
I mean, I would be honored if I got some Dundies. Now, quarantine or COVID has definitely I've been working from home. For since the middle of March. So I'm not sure exactly what I would get an award for. Maybe just doing my job. Maybe that'd be a good one. Hey,
that'd be awesome.
You're doing good. I would take a Dundie for. I'd take Stanley's Dundie. I did fine work.
fine work. That's all you need. That's all I need.
That's all I need.
I don't
A
need
little
anything
recognition.
else. I don't need the whitest kids. You know what I mean? I don't need
Because
them.
I don't have them.
Well, your arms are right about that. You
Yeah.
know? Whitest shoes, though, in general. I don't need that.
I wouldn't be here without my kids.
Yeah. That's so good.
She is so funny because she can be so quiet, but man, in that episode, when she screams at the camera when she comes out of the the bar, Jim's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know that part, like right before they walk out of the bar too? I mean, you can see like the skill that Pam has of acting, because truly, when she's sitting there and Jim's talking right before she falls off the seat, her staring at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's drunk.
Yeah, she
You know what I
looks
mean? Like,
drunk. Yeah.
So she looks really drunk, and like it's probably kind of hard to find that. I mean, I guess I'm not an actor, you know what I mean? But like finding that in you know what I mean, to look like that, and then, I mean, just the whole look forward and stare. I'm like, dude, that is a good. She did that perfectly to me.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it looked really, really good for her. You know.
Congrats, Jenna Fisher. You are Corey and Kevin Emmy winner for your drunkenness.
Yes. You're welcome.
I mean, you're right though. That's hard to just fake. I mean,
well, yeah. I'm like, it's impressive. You know what I mean?
That is why you're an actor. I'm sure, like, you've gotten drunk enough times that you know the feeling and everything. Now, like with Leaving Las Vegas, Nicolas Cage got drunk a few times to like kind of like map out his mannerisms or how he would slur his speech, just so that for Leaving Las Vegas he would, really know how.
That's cool.
How to go the deep end. Yeah. In a Community episode that we're gonna eventually get to, where Abed Jeff gets a phone call, a voicemail from Britta, and the only way to get things back on that level, Abed says, is you have to leave her a drunk voicemail. And so he's drinking, but then he's like, well, this isn't fun, and Abed decides to drink, and he's like, Scorsese drank with Robert De Niro to get him excited about, something. So he's like, sometimes you just have to drink.
Yep, you just have to drink.
Sometimes you just have to drink. Yeah, the episode 19 of the Dundies, and then we came here.
Yep,
episode 20. We're still kicking it. We're gonna continue going on. I think the only thing that we might change at this point is maybe adding other sitcoms that we both agree on. Getting more guests on. So if you have,
don't forget, if you guys have any ideas,
if you have suggestions on episodes, or hell, you want to be on it, let us know.
Yeah,
email us.
Definitely.
CK talkaboutnothing@gmail.com.
Yeah, I mean anything, punishments, ideas, comments,
or
please.
If we've made you laugh, leave us a good review. Let us know.
Absolutely, yeah. Please hit the like buttons, so we can we can see it,
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
But I did decide, because I did win the Dundies, I did decide on episode 21 of what we will be watching.
Okay.
And it's going to be season 1, episode 3 of Community, Introduction to Film.
Okay. All right. Okay.
See,
I'm glad, because me thinking about it right now, I mean, I can kind of picture it, but I really can't. So
it's almost like not as it's more of a heartfelt episode than a funny episode, because it's, you learn some things about Abed through the introduction to film. And I love it, because it's just like, it goes to show in that episode, like, it goes to show like how well this writer, Dan Harmon, how well he writes a character, and how well Danny Pudi is as an actor. I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough. I think Danny Pudi, man, like, that's a hell of a character to play. Somebody with Asperger's or autism who has certain quirks or certain stares or looks, that's impressive enough. But to do it for seasons, or, like specifically in season 1, episode 3, it's him trying to have people understand him. And that's one of the beautiful things about Dan Harmon with Abed is, you have to understand Abed. Abed.
Yeah.
Abed wants to make everyone happy, but he just doesn't know how. So that episode, it might not be as many laughs, but it is such a good episode. So that's the one.
Sure. Now you're talking about it, I bring it up. Now that's bringing it up a lot more. I'm like, yep, I can picture everything in it now. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yep. Sweet. So, all right, cool. All right, I'll write it down.
Yep.
It's done.
So episode 21 will be season 1, episode 3, Community, Introduction to Film. Now, Corey still has the Hot Chip Challenge to do. And then one other challenge that I still have, or one other punishment that I have to figure things out on. So I will post, I will tweet out the 2 TikTok videos. I think we should probably tweet out a few pictures of our buddy in his punishment outfit.
I really don't want to.
You're talking about getting an Instagram started.
This is not the first. This is not the first one. Okay.
But it should be in there, right? Punishment's a punishment.
Yeah.
But anyways,
this was a terrible punishment, bro. This would have been a big one, but it's fine. It's fine. I see where you're at.
I see where you're at. I see you.
Yeah.
So bring the thunder for episode 21.
Oh, I will. I'm just gonna show it one more time.
Yeah.
The proof that I did.
There you go. It's very pretty.
Entire episode. Thank you.
Pretty Corey.
Thank you. Thank you. I hated it, but it's fine.
Well, you lasted the entire episode 20, so I'm proud of you. As soon as we're done, you can get back into normal Corey clothes.
I appreciate it.
Unless I choose another punishment. I'm just kidding. I'll think about this one and we'll make an adjustment and I'll make a tradition out of it. Okay.
All right, done.
See how well that quote can just comes out. Like if somebody says something insulting to you, just be like, okay, I can make an adjustment, and then we'll make a tradition out of it. And they'll be like,
Yep.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. That's how I'm going to deal with criticism for the rest of my life now.
Okay, that's true.
I'm also going to get more skin.
Yeah, gonna put it
and
on.
glue cat hair all over my body.
Good. You should.
I also the only way I go to sleep is huffing glue, chugging beer, and smashing a can of cat food. That's the only way I get to go to sleep. I got 100 cats out my window, tapping on my window.
Tapping on my window. That's so good.
But yeah, so episode 21, we got that one figured out, and thank you everybody for joining us on, 20 episodes. It's been a fun journey so far, and been having a lot of fun. So we'll continue. We'll continue on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Glad we made it this far.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.
Yep. Tweet us at CoreyKevin1.